Hi,
Hi.
hi, yeah. Thanks
Hi,
for having
honey.
me on again.
Of course, we love you. Um, and I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat. And I'm not going to spend much time on saying what I'm going to say. There are people that don't want me to talk about it because it's boring or whatever. And it's not anybody here, but I've been told no one wants to talk about subscribers and all this other stuff when they listen to your shows. But there is some funky stuff going on right now. And so I put a video up about it. So if you are a moderator on my channel or anybody else's, make sure you check it out because we're having wonky up and down subscriber stuff going on. And thank you, Barbara. It's nice to see you, dear. And so we're just, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. If you want to sign up for these wonderful two people's channels, I encourage you to take the name of their channel down and after the show, go and sign up because then you'll stay subscribed to their channel. And that's what I want for you. So thank you, everybody. And enough of that. Okay. So let's see. We've got Lisa here and Annie Bear and Wiki and Jennifer Cooper, Marie Carmen, Ann Simpson, Michelle Krantz, Barbara's here, um, Karen Conroy, Nancy Vasquez, Wiki, Viviani's here, and Nancy Miracle, and I know I saw one more person at least. No,
Holly,
maybe
did you say Holly? Yeah, I think
Holly's here. Okay, welcome. Yeah, welcome, Holly, as well. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being with us. And I was excited because I hadn't seen Mark or Amy for a couple of weeks, and so we decided we would come together right now. And that's just for you, Earth Spirit. She's the John. John Lennon wanted her to know that. Hi, Judith, and hello, Froxy, and Pierrette is here as well. Yeah, thanks for coming in. So go ahead and put your questions up. All right, Judith, making dinner. That sounds good. I just ate my lunch and it was delicious, but I'm in a different time zone, so that's probably why.
What'd you have?
I had leftover meatloaf and guacamole.
Oh.
I've
done that before. When you make it last, It's like, oh, this is I've had
and I like it. I like it cold. I like it. I like leftover meatloaf cold.
Yeah. I like chicken.
Meatloaf sandwich. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Although it's turkey or chicken meatloaf, I don't use beef, but it's still okay. It's just really delicious. Yeah. Yep. All right. So yes, you can post the channel links for Earth Spirit and for Spirit Whisperer because they're guests on the show. So, but I want everybody to know that's in this chat that I fully support your channel, and I hope people come over and sign up for you on their own because I want you to retain the people that you get. So there you go. All right. So we got a BLT with so many tomatoes. I can just have a tomato sandwich sometime.
Well, if it's homegrown, but not from the store.
But no.
My plants that I planted late, they're finally getting tomatoes. Actually, though, they have a couple of really big green ones, so I might eat them before they turn. That's my thing. I love green tomatoes too.
The bugs get them if you don't.
I know, because they'll attack them as soon as they start turning, but they taste so much better. I don't understand how they ruin tomatoes at the grocery store. You'll just get one and it has absolutely no flavor whatsoever.
Hydro. You notice that with grapes? Remember when you were a kid and grapes tasted good now? It's because they do it hydro now and nothing has any real substance.
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
Well, it could be said of the meat. I remember thinking, of course, I was a beef eater when I was a kid, but I remember hamburgers were so good. But now they're not. They're just not like they used to be, because there's so many things in them. So, oh my goodness, everybody's putting food up now. Barbara, I hope you're doing okay. And I see that you're here. So that tells me you did not have any problem with minimal problem in Florida with the hurricane. So let's hope so. All right, Barbara.
Well, it didn't really hit her, she told me. Yes, we're doing readings, though, Barbara.
Yes, we are. Yep, and we'll do it. KK's here, Froxy Roxy. Good, I'm glad you've been subscribed to Mark. Okay. Annie has aroma and heirloom tomato coming in. Oh my God.
Nice.
Hi, Mary Thornberry. Carolyn Adams, ground turkey with summer squash and Vidalia onions. Now I'm hungry. Now
No,
I'm really
I love hummus. I can't
Oh,
eat
I love
all-
hummus too.
Yeah.
Yum.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
garlic hummus too.
Garlic hummus.
Or the
Oh.
sun-dried tomato hummus. I like
Oh.
that. Yum.
Yeah.
Too
But
bad
you don't-
Wayne, Rich, and Craig aren't here because they're usually telling us what they're going to eat.
It's amazing how much joy you can get though from something like planting a tomato plant. I don't know.
No,
It's so
you're right,
exciting
Mark.
when it actually
Yes.
grows something. You're just like, oh, it's my little tomato baby.
It's
I don't know.
mine. Yeah. I get it. Oh my God, that's wonderful. Hi, Jan. Jan's free. Today is the first day of spring in Anne's neck of the woods. Is it the first day of fall for you tomorrow, Ellie? No, we are the 21st or the 23rd, 21st
So hot
of
here.
June, of
Sometimes
September,
it's the 20th or the 21st.
or something like that. Yeah.
It isn't always the same. It depends on
Uh-huh.
the cycle.
That's right.
But it's
Frosty
right
had a
around
couple.
then. But I didn't know you guys were like that far ahead of us with the.
I know. Neither did
I
I.
know that
Hi,
we were
Gina.
opposite, but I wondered about that if we did it at the same time. You know, I knew you were going in spring and we're going into fall, but I thought maybe we did it at the same time. So that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Mhm.
Hi, Carolyn Booker. Hello, Gina, over in the UK. Welcome. Pia, thank you. Oh, it's the last day, full day at your job. You start a new job Tuesday, Pia. Congratulations and good luck to you. Enjoy a couple of days off, or at least a day or two off before you do. Yes, Annie Bear. Yes. Low calorie and low carb. Yeah, they really are good. All right. I'm still got some more. Michelle Krantz is here. Great group of people here. Thanks for being here. Eliza says our fall equinox this year is on the 23rd. Thank you, Eliza. I always knew I could. Sherry, it's good to see you. All right.
Now I'm so hungry I can't do readings.
Oh no.
People should have DoorDash sent to you, Mark.
Yeah. That's so dangerous.
I know, I'm just teasing.
It really is. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's my favorite time of the year too, Roxy. Yep. And it's actually Mark and I are fall babies. So I'm at the end of the month of September and he's October 1st. So we're going to have a splash that day, Mark.
I love the fall too. It is my favorite season.
Love it.
I don't know if it's because it's my birthday time or not, but I just love the fall.
I
can't wait for fall. It's just been so hot, and like this year, but it got hot early. The bugs came out early, and it's like I'm so ready for fall.
I understand.
Go outside.
Although we had a lot. It's been 60 here and a lot of rain. It's like this is October weather for us, so I'm not sure I want it to be much colder than that right now.
Yeah.
Still,
the weather. Well, we won't go there.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely nothing going on with the weather. I don't know what you people are thinking.
Yeah. No problem at all. So Nancy, we can read on this for you, but just remember, we're not going to tell you whether you should have a baby or not. Because, well, I guess we could say it's in your contract, but it's kind of like, I'd hate to say yes and then have you go through hell, So, Maui's back in a red flag warning. Oh my God. Hi, Janet. Oh, hi, Eliza. I'm sorry to hear that. Pia, you're an October baby? Okay, so you like the fall too. And Annie likes the fall too.
Oh, another October baby. Yeah.
Stirred fried tomato and egg over rice. Well, that's interesting, Jan.
Oh,
sorry, I'm still looking at the food. All right, so is it in Nancy's contract to have a third child?
We go into fall on the 21st, says Teacher Barbara.
Oh.
21st September, yeah.
Oh, Eliza, you too. Okay, so you a Libra? All right. Teacher Barbara went back to work like already a couple of weeks now. Hi, Kathy G, Wendy Murray.
I know. They started back. They did here too in Kentucky.
Yeah.
The kids went back a few weeks ago.
J Cat Lady says it's been over 100 for over a month. Oh,
Oh,
That's unbearable.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't like it. Okay, let me focus. They used to think that tomatoes were poisonous, you know.
Yeah, because of the stems, the leaves were, they look
Well,
like.
they're a member of the nightshade family.
yes.
In the olden days, it was just
Okay. Like mushrooms and peppers, right? Aren't they nightshade?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like there's other is eggplant or something like that. But anyway, yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of October babies in here. That's awesome.
Libra love. To have a third child. Nancy.
Well, I get yes in April, so it's either you'll get pregnant in April or it'll be. So it won't be in October. It could be an October baby. Wait,
if it's early, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Let's see.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's just say the potential exists. The potential exists.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got these new I don't think I had them last time I was on here. These new timing cards, and I never really had any timing cards.
Okay.
But they're fun. They're called sci-fi, of course, timing cards, and they have like 50 sci-fi pictures. But so far, I've really been enjoying using them. Kind of, even if it's not a timing question, they're just. It's a real thick deck too, so they have tons of cards. But when I pull them for this, well, you know, I just got goosebumps up my back because it's really weird how these cards are resonating with me so much. But anyway, so number one card is fight for your happiness, nothing is missed. So that seems to say go for it, baby, and don't dilly-dally. The next thing is fame and success, magic time.
Ooh.
I love that it says magic time too, because that's kind of what you might call when you're working to conceive. And then the third card is stop waiting, show your desires and passions.
Wow.
So
damn.
That deck, I've been doing this every time I've been using it. And no matter, you know, even if I'm not looking, I did know we were kind of looking about timing on this. But anyway, I'm loving it. I got it in Lithuania in case you're interested.
Did you?
So anyway, that all sounds like go for it.
Did you go to Lithuania?
No, but I have the internet and I ordered.
Okay.
It took a while to get it, but it's beautiful.
I thought, wow. Okay. Yeah. So what I get, Nancy, is cultivate stillness. I think it's wanting you to decide. But I got what Mark got as far as sensuality is gone. It comes up. And it's within your power to have this child if that's what you want. But I pulled an inner child card and it said to fly free. So I'm not quite sure if that means enjoy the quiet time, enjoy being free from, you know, knowing that you have this X amount of date that this child will be grown up and on their own, because that would be what the card might signify. But of course, the cards are being tricky and they're saying, we can't tell you, you have to decide. So, yeah. Right.
Page of Earth. I mean, the Page of Earth came out, and that would be the child. So that actually, maybe if you get pregnant in April, it would be like an October, and that would be that sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think of because of maybe the colors. I think of October and 10 of Earth. That's a happy family, and then 8 of Fire. That's like quick. It could happen faster than you think. To be honest, so right now it's 8. August is 8. So if you're not trying, I mean, if you've been trying, you might already be pregnant.
Oh,
but
okay.
Probably not.
Let us know if that happens, Nancy. We're just nosy enough to want to know.
I do feel like, too, there may be something urging you, you know.
Biological clock.
Or even like a sort of a spiritual energy, maybe
Oh,
urging you to have another baby or something
okay.
like maybe what you're talking about there. Because then all of a sudden I realized, oh, you're saying soul's contract to have a third child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I kind of left that part out, but now, yep. So I kind of feel like there is an energy looking to see if maybe you're a viable parent.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ultimately, of course, yours and your partner's decision, but lots of love, dear. All right. So I'm going to say yes, yes, and yes, Annie. But yeah, I've been extremely sleepy this week. Extremely
Yeah.
sleepy.
Yeah, it was hard. I had the thing today where I had heart palpitations, and it wasn't like, it was more like a panic attack.
Oh,
So
great.
I think that's the full moon, but also
Yep.
I had some sugar, so I don't know if that did it to me. But
That can do it too. Yes, absolutely. Especially if you haven't had it for a while and you over sugared yourself. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. So I get transformation, and I think that's what we're all going through, Annie. And because we're exhausted. We're getting busy in the middle of the night because the alchemy is working on us while we sleep. And the last card I get is value. I think value the time that you have in order to rest while you have that available, if that in fact is available to you. I don't know if your grandchildren have gone back or they're not in school yet, but value your quiet time. I think it's telling you to go within and value that. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you ready, Amy?
yeah. It just, I would say that if you, yeah, it's amazing what the moon can do. I feel like it could dredge up things in you that you're not used to. And look at the hurricane. Look how it's like dredging it up and just riding along the east coast, and that's got to be some full moon energy. And we have water inside of us, so I think that it can dredge up all that, gravity and intense. You get tired because you burn out faster and there's weight. So yeah, I totally think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's interesting because a few weeks ago, Pan talked a lot about that and about why we were tired and just that thing. But, he says, I'm not kidding when I call you light workers and you're actually running light. And we actually use you to help anchor the energy in. Now, who knows? But he went on and on. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then I've been exhausted ever since he had that talk. So he goes, and and you'll feel tired. He goes, and you'll want to sleep more, nap and stuff like that. But anyway, so I pulled 3 cards and I was just hearing him, saying, yeah, Mark, like what we talked about. But this weird 2 of Swords I pulled, Annie Bear, because it was a decision we made already. It's a decision that was already pre-made. It's sort of like we as souls agreed that we were going to be here during this time and we would run energy if we could. It's sort of like we will do what we can do. And so it's like you don't have much choice now. Even though we have free will choice, but we sort of agreed to it. And so that's what's going on, is that agreement, and it's coming through. And just trust and have faith that it's all okay. It's okay to be tired, even though it feels weird. But here's the Fool. We're just moving right along with trust and faith that everything's okay. And they're telling me, you're not like it's not a physical illness. It's just this energy work I'm hearing. And that currently Source is offering even more energy to the earth. So get this Ace of Pentacles, but I love this picture. So the hands coming down out of the clouds, but it's like the way they show it to me, just offering like waves of energy, and then we're anchoring it into the earth. The earth is anchoring it, but we're helping and assisting in that because the vibration is actually rising. I believe that with all my heart and soul.
Me too.
So I think that's why we're a little tired. It's like we're hard at work.
We're not really sleeping at night.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, get some rest, dear. Get some rest. All right. So we got our Viviani wondering, message from spirit about next steps, please. All right.
Let's see.
Hi, Annie Hamlet. Thankful, Ginny, Amy. Thanks for being here, everybody. Send Mark some healing.
I know that antibiotics is like making me cough, but there's some kind of infection or something. That's all.
Yeah.
For Vivian.
Shoot.
By the way, I'm hosting Cat Mama's birthday party, dress up tonight at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I know that's really late, but if you can come by and say hello, please do.
I would be there with the costume on if I felt better.
I know you would. I understand.
Tired.
Yep, I get it. And we'll miss you, but you got to take care. All right, Viviani, my first card I get is breathe, inhale, exhale, and create space within. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, everything starts with the breath. And so it's just reminding you to stay centered in your own power of in and out breath and how that works for you. It says you're safe, the universe has your back, and the universe loves what they see. This almost looks like an eye. There's a person in the middle, but doesn't it look like an eye and an iris in the middle? Finally, it says your next steps will bring you the freedom that you desire. So spread your wings and fly. They're just loving the decisions that you're making and that you're listening to your inner true power because you're soaring now. So there you go, girl.
I was looking into some breathing techniques.
Wow, that's awesome. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen Doyle.
You're in Santa Monica. Woo-hoo.
I kind of feel like I might have had a similar message for you before, Viviani, but here we go. Mm-hmm. They want you to take a breath, relax, and trust that everything's working. You know, like we're working on it, and that it's sort of like I get this card, the Eight of Pentacles, but you know, we're busily at work on your request and on your opportunities. So just trust. Don't worry. Don't fret over it. Like it's not happening. It's not happening, or it's not happening fast enough, or something like that. I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm just saying that. And a lot of times I would say this is you working, and you are, but they're telling me it's more the spirit team is working on your behalf. So like helping create what you're intending. And they're just encouraging you to take a breath, have fun. Look at her. She's just playing bubbles and wands, but you know, be youthful, have a good time, throw caution to the wind. It's just a good time to say everything's okay. I don't have a care in the world, kind of a thing. Energy for a little bit.
Ooh.
And because it's coming, there's changes are coming. Because I get two cards in the future, next life cycle, and the timing cards. But they're just saying, hold off, don't get too anxious. It's coming. So
okay. Yep, go on with the flow, Viviani. Good for you.
Yeah. I saw a car, and then I saw, but I don't know what that means. So maybe movement forward. And then I saw something about writing, but I think there's a lot of negative talk in your head, and it's stopping your ability to express yourself. Maybe if you're doing creative writing, you don't think that you're good enough, and so you need to get rid of that negative talk that you probably had from, our parents do it to us, friends, family members. They probably don't mean to do that, but they might say, "Oh, you're never going to write a book. You're never going to finish that," or why would you write that? Maybe you want to write about your childhood. Maybe there's I'm getting something about expressing yourself. So your next step forward would be finding a way to express yourself in a creative way, and I think it's writing. So even if it's you journal every day, that would be good for you.
That's awesome. And then she says, I journal about the readings and messages. That's awesome. Good for you. Thanks, Viviani. Thank you, my dear. All right. So Teacher Barbara, we can also give you a message, but she would really like a message from Pan if he's around.
Now, Pam is my sister, and Pan is my guide. So just, make sure my sister would.
I think it was a typo, Mark, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, but she wrote it twice, I read. I'm just kidding. But, Teacher Barbara, I have to correct your spelling.
Hey, we all have to learn, right? We all have to learn. Yeah.
But I read your question before, and I was already thinking about it a little bit ahead of time. Because it's all, she posted it. Have you tried? I know I just talked to you too. Now, don't forget to call on him yourself. He's available to anybody who wants to call on him. He's available to everybody. So call on him. He is saying, here's the message. He wants you to introduce what he is about, not him in particular, to the kids. So that's like that relationship with nature, or, that connection to nature, how there's a oneness there, that you're not separate from it. That's what his form represents, is that man or human and nature are one and the same. Or you could think of it as God and earth, one and the same. And so he would love if you could somehow increase. I know you just work with like first graders, but there's a little activity, or, we talk about what's our favorite animal, or we introduce to trees or flowers, something like that. And you may do it already, but he's really, that's what he's focusing on, kind of your energy with the kids and how you can bring his energy in. That's like you would say, Pam, would you come in with me during this exercise? Be present. It's not some big old hoop-de-doop, but he will just be there with you so that the words kind of come out. And, a lot of times what I notice when he works with me in a project like that is sort of magic happens that you didn't expect or something. You know what I mean? It goes a little farther than you imagined it or something. So they sort of take the lead and go a little farther. But anyway, that's what I'm hearing.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Barbara, I got here that he wants you to have clarity of mind, whether that's true or not. He says, yes, you can. I'm thinking that's an answer to, can I work with you? Yes, you can. And he also wants you to rest whenever you need it. So that's what I get for you. All right. Amy?
Okay, something just flew out.
No glasses, she says.
I'm completely kidding, Barbara. I'm just a little bit of a brat. I'm just completely teasing you. Of course.
Yeah, it's all good.
You can never take me serious. I'm sorry.
I make so many typing errors. I mean, my eyes are bad, so I'm always.
I know.
I just wish they would have edit on, what's the place now? Threads, because
yes,
it'll change. The computer will change stuff too, and you're like, I did not write that.
Aggravating, that correcting thing. Yeah.
Well, I get quest. This flew out quest, and that would be a spiritual quest.
Yes.
And so you're really seeking knowledge. You're probably looking for someone, a teacher. Maybe you're about ready to take a class. So that would be really good.
Barbara, there you go. Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I did pull one timing card just because I'm having fun with this deck. And what is it? New generations.
So
a little bit.
That's
like
what you work with, Barbara. Wow.
teaching the first graders
That's
their
really cool.
connection to source and nature. Anyway,
That's
gardening.
awesome. All right. So Anne's coming to us from New Zealand. She wants to know, what are my next steps from spirit or my guides, please? Spring cleaning. If spring cleaning starts tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah, that would be a fun project.
Oh, that's so much fun. Yeah.
Barbara, plant something for the class and they all watch it grow or something like that would be cool.
Oh, that's true.
Like a bean grows really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Plant a bean.
Mm. All right, Anne. Says here that you're going into a healing time, and they want you to allow the light to come in and heal your wounds. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So immerse yourself in whatever it is that you need, that needs healing in your life. And they want you to stop, pause, and reflect. And I love this one. I've never pulled this one before. It says, content with what I already have. And I know you are in a lot of ways, but just remember, when you're wondering about that next thing that you feel you should be doing, take a moment and be content with what you already have, because really you are enough.
Yeah, I mean, I got healing too. I think that's really interesting.
Oh,
I got healing.
Yeah. Good.
And so that's interesting. And I got creative power and have faith. So again, to use creative power to heal yourself, to heal others. I mean, writing is intuition, in my opinion. Everything that you see in a movie is done intuitively. Books, music, it's all intuitive. So I think that they want you to push yourself in the way that's healing toward you, not, you know, pushing yourself to the point where you exhaust yourself. But I think there's something that you need to release, and we have creative energy is energy, and if it gets trapped, it can make you feel
Yes. Yeah.
sick.
Like you're not doing what you need to be doing. Yeah. I agree.
Right.
Yep.
Right. You know, and I feel like with the spring energy, there is this new, renewed kind of, let's start something new energy. A lot of times, I know I always feel it, but I'm hearing that for you. And that there might be some little project or something you want to start. It doesn't even have to be like a gigantic kind of a project. There's something you've been thinking about doing. So kind of like take a breath and go for it. Whatever that is. That you've been thinking about taking a class. I don't know, but something. It's a great time to get started. When they're saying, what are my next steps? So I agree that it's a great time to center, breathe, and then maybe just start on something that you've been wanting to do. But it feels like fun, like a fun thing, you know, interesting that you've thought about for a while. So anyway, I just think that energy's coming in. And then I pulled just the spring card. Spring and love. That's another thing.
Are you kidding? You pulled the spring card?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Madness. I know.
Wow.
These cards are really great. I love them. Something about Lithuania. But do you know, does Anne have a partner?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So spring and love too. So
wow.
Oh, been thinking about it for here. Y'all get it going.
You can reignite that hot passion, Ann.
There you go. Spring's a good time to start.
That's right.
Another funny thing about writers.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Amy. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'm so sorry. The writers write about all this exciting stuff, but they have the most boring lives, because to write, you have to sit your ass, you know what, in a chair and write. So it's like, I always think that's so funny that
It is funny. It is funny. And really all the songs that we end up really loving are all about breakups. Have you noticed?
yeah, true.
Wow,
And if you've had a breakup, that's all you hear all day, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
all day
I'm
long,
turning off this
all
radio
day.
right now.
You're right. Yep, you're right. Yep.
Oh, good.
All right. So Wiki wonders if we can get a message to her from her dad, Ed.
Wiki, wiki, wiki. Let's see.
Well, he obviously loves you. I mean, that's forgive yourself. You know, a lot of times when our parents pass away, if we weren't there in that moment, even if you're there in the moment, you feel guilt. It's just something that happens, and you have to forgive yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Divine plan. He's saying his passing was a divine plan. It was his time to go. I'll just go now and I have purple hands because I put purple in my hair. So
Okay.
divine plan. He planned when he was going to go and how he was going to go, and you have to let go of any guilt. He's not holding on to that at all. He loves you, and it's all good. Please let that go.
All right. So what do I get for you, Wiki? Lots of kisses. Oh, my dad was in the hospital. My dad must have sent this card because he was in the hospital, and I brought him in a whole bag of Hershey's Kisses. And I used to say, to ask the nurses if they want a kiss. And they're going to think you're being an old, dirty old man, and then show them your bag of kisses. But anyway, your dad's bringing in kisses and love for the family. I think it's a riot that this card came up for you. Oh my God. It's just so in tune. Lots of love to the family. There you go.
Right away, I heard something about ancestry or, first of all, he wanted me to use my marijuana deck for reading.
Okay.
And it's like an oracle deck. I don't have too many of those, but I don't know. He said to do that. And so he wanted to give you unconditional love, of course, for you. So that was the one card that came out. But because he was talking about ancestry, so then I got traditions, and he's talking about that. And then the first thing I got was community. So one thing he's saying, there's a community on the other side. Like he met up with ancestors, family members. There was like quite a group over there. I don't know, was like ancestry particularly important to him? Because he seems to be talking about it and about how he enjoyed connecting. This card is community, and it says hood love, but like neighborhood. It feels like, I like what he has in his hand there, but it's like a community up there, I think. And then finally, he's urging you into action a little bit. So I love this card. It's called Spirit Act. He did like it when I found out that I could join the DAR. Okay. And it's like, this is a great card because it's holding a joint. But he's talking about taking action on your spiritual awareness. And he's also he still continues to talk about ancestral spiritual awareness. So I don't know if you're supposed to be bringing that out or something, or focusing on that a little bit more or something. So, what?
Native American, possibly?
Or something like that. Or I almost felt Hawaiian or something. Just not marijuana. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he's kind of urging you into act on what you've been thinking about, especially when it comes to your spirituality. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting that we all. I mean, we got the I got the family card, and then you got this thing with the family as well.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah. Jess loves those cards, Mark. That's a riot.
Yeah, they're great. I know.
So we have closed the questions. We still have a number of them to do. So I'm sorry. It is 40 minutes before the hour, so questions are closed. All right. So Froxy would like wonders if we can get a message from her husband Robert and her dog Mushy. Her husband died in October, and in October, that's why it's a special month for her. So
okay,
there you go.
In October.
I'm sorry, Froxy. That's
the
very.
Dog is Mushy also on the other side.
I'm guessing so. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of tarot decks, look what I got like 1 minute before we started. You know my love of raccoons.
Uh-huh.
Got this brand new Trash Panda Tarot. And it's all raccoons on all the cards. I had a raccoon for 16 years and I love them so much. And I couldn't believe they actually made a Trash Panda Tarot. So anyway, it just arrived just before the show started. So I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
So maybe next time I'm on, we'll be reading.
So I have a question. It's a Kentucky question. Yeah. My mother-in-law used to call skunks polecats.
Yep.
Is that what?
Polecats. That's what I thought they were for a long time.
Smells like polecat. She'd say, smells like polecat. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, God. That's funny. Yeah. All right.
You guys go ahead because I was distracted with raccoons.
Rocky Raccoon.
Her name was Roxy, so you were close.
Uh-huh. Let's see what we got.
Well, I'll just go because
yes, Amy.
These came out. And what card wouldn't you want? These flew out. I did not pick these. These flew out. Okay. So love and prosperity. And I think to me that means obviously that he's sending you a message of love and that you meant everything to him. You were, I say that human beings, we look for gold, but we are the gold. I mean, our spirit. And he saw you as the most beautiful thing. And he still feels that way. And he's had a lot of healing. He has a lot of healing on the other side. And that doesn't end when you go to the other side. You still have to heal your soul and things that you went, your karma. And So, yeah. But he's still with you and he loves you a lot.
And I kind of get that. It's so funny because the first card I got was domesticated. And, you asked for your husband, but also a domesticated animal. So it's kind of like, oh, you're putting me in the category of Mushy. Okay, that's, it's like a joke. He says he's amused and he's happy that you're asking about him. And he thinks it's fabulous. Who knew you could go to YouTube and connect with your wife, And I agree with what Amy said. A lot of movement on the other side, growth and healing. And watching your movement, Froxy. He's just watching you all the time and loves you dearly. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Wow. He and Mushy are together. There's that. And I feel like they've been together the whole time. It's like they hang out together over there. I pulled cooperation, better together. It's like they hang. It's like he has a little doggy friend with him. Because I still feel like he's there and on the other side, solitude, time to restore. So he's over there. He also is telling me, who now just got goosebumps up my back, but that something he saw, like in his life review, and since he's been over there, is that he wasn't such a bad person, that he didn't do too bad, that actually he could have done a lot worse. So he saw when he was on the other side, more evidence of his own self-worth, and that it says, love what you see, that he wasn't really such a bad guy or a bad human. He did pretty good with what he had. And so,
no, they haven't.
And getting that realization was a gift, you know. On the other side, he got to look at, oh, yeah, okay. You know, it wasn't like I regret. It was more like, oh, I see that I actually accomplished things more than maybe I gave myself credit for. So, but also, of course, he gives you a ton of attention, like that's forever there. You know, it's just forever. It's like that connection, it didn't sever or anything. It's still right there connected to you.
And you know what? He is with Mushy. And you know what's funny is that when you showed with the dog, and I got that if a dog loves you, you must be okay. So that was his validation. And when he went to the other side, he was right there waiting for him. So yeah, he must be okay. Yeah.
Oh, and he gave you Mushy as a puppy when we were first married. Well, it makes perfect sense then that Mushy would just hang with him all the time.
Yep. Yeah. Taking care of him. That's so amazing. I got goosebumps because I feel like your husband has a sense of humor, and but he's also, you know, really well connected with you and with Mushy. So that's awesome.
When my partner passed a few years ago, I had this only time in my life experience where I could just hear him out loud talking in my ear. And he just said, Mark, I had to tell you, the animals greeted me, just like you said, because I'd always said, you know, I felt when I died, there would be all kinds of zoo animals and dogs and cats. And he said, yeah, the pets were here and they greeted me. And he goes, and not only that, one's going to hang out with me over here as my buddy. And so that reminded me of that just then. Because I can see Don with one of the dogs always being there with him. And, you know, he just came, like, I just had to make sure you knew that. And then I never heard anything else. But it was so loud and clear. And I know that was him telling me. And plus also I thought, if he would tell me anything, that would be what it would be, you know, because we talked about it a lot. Anyway.
Wow. So it was validation. Wow.
Yeah.
Froxy said he always helped people, and she loved him for that. Well, God bless, honey. God bless you. It doesn't, you know, I know it was a while ago, a long time ago, whatever, but it's still there. It's that heart-centered love.
Yeah, he sounds like he racked up some good karma, too.
He did.
While he was here on the earth.
That's awesome. All right, so the supermoon and the retrogrades aside, and that's putting a lot aside, you know, Michelle, because that's really what's going on. When will her anxiety be less, she wonders. It's hard to, you have to remember, Michelle, timing is hard, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Got some timing cards. I'm going to try them.
Yeah.
I think September. Things will get better.
Okay.
And maybe that is when Mercury retrograde ends. I mean, we're in these 2 supermoons in 1 month plus Mercury retrograde. So, I mean, no wonder.
Well, we have 7 planets in retrograde, actually.
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
That's not good.
I do get you'll have to wait a little longer.
Yeah.
But isn't it the 14th that Mercury goes out of retrograde, I think? So let's see what else I can clarify, though.
Well, I use my magical sci-fi timing cards, which I'm really each time. But first thing I heard was, well, it does have a lot to do with the moon and the retrograde part of it. Not all of it, but that is a big part. And that's why it feels like it's going on like long or something. And this is somebody who's dealt with anxiety, because I had anxiety where I was always anxious and there was absolutely no reason in the world to be anxious, but I just was from the way I grew up. Anyway, so like these two, still have to wait. It's not quite done, but everything will succeed. It says, it's going to pass. It's almost, it's getting closer. It's still lingering a little bit here. So I got lingering, still have to wait. And this lingering card also says a period of stagnation. Now that is because of that moon retrograde energy that's making it kind of linger longer than we might like. And then I love this because Amy just said this. Next month, it'll feel better, like in tomorrow's September, but but I also like this other thing because right in the beginning, before I picked up cards, I closed my eyes and I was just trying to tune in. I got, you just need to sit down and breathe, and it would be great if you could sit down outside or kind of get your feet in the grass. And this card that says next month, it also says spend time outside the city. So, kind of centering, just even if you just center yourself, because I think you can alleviate some of it just by choosing to do it and breathing and centering a little bit, and ask spirit to ground you and alleviate, help you to alleviate the stress and anxiety. Yeah. Anyway.
Take care, Amy. I'm Michelle. What am I? Sorry. Take care, Michelle. This is why I said Amy, because Amy is the next person. So I apologize. So Amy wonders what, and it's Claire's, honey. It's Clairs. Claire. Yeah. So it's Claire's. What Claire's do you have? All right.
But it's good if your Clairs are clear.
And clean.
Yeah. Clean, clear Clairs.
Clean, clear Clairs. That's right. All right. Okay.
Market goes correct on the 15th.
Oh, so I get clarity of mind. I think that's funny because there's the word Claire, clarity.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say it's claircognizance. It's a knowing, but they said that's just the beginning. So Amy, we can all access them all, but sometimes they come in at different times. And I have to tell you, my girlfriend's here from New England, and whenever we're together, we both have clairalience, which is smell. We smell garlic, we smell coffee, we smell smoke, and we don't have any of those things in the house. And so sometimes you can have these things come out, depending upon who you're around.
I'll go. Amy's still
all right, Mark.
Yeah,
okay.
Go.
Well, of course, my first story is that, we all have access to all of it. It's because it's part of our body. So everybody has it. It's just, depends on whether or not you access it or use it or whatever. But the one that you're most, I feel like, attuned to is just your good old-fashioned intuition. Like what we might call woman's intuition, or just sort of your conscience intuition. You're good on that. And that's like a knowing, clair sentience. So it's just sort of a knowing. You just know it. Or like it's that thing of you might get around people and you just have a feeling that maybe that's somebody you don't want to interact with, or you just have a sense or feeling. So that's what's the most up, and I feel like you use that already. You're just not trusting it as much as you could. But like Ali said, the more you trust and work with that and acknowledge that that's something you're doing, the others start rearing their little heads And when you start realizing, oh, I can do other stuff too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it comes along.
Yeah, I heard clairsentience too. That's really the only one, the strongest one that I heard. And I'm not really good at knowing which clairs are. I know more about chakras,
Uh-huh.
but that's the one I heard, and I get more of like the intake in the crown chakra. So, and that's just
Okay.
clear knowing.
Yeah.
Just get info, and yeah, you just need to trust it.
Yep.
I think you already do that too.
Yeah, I think so
Like,
too, Amy.
You're intuitive. You would call yourself intuitive, or just,
Yep.
You kind of know something's going to happen, then it does, and you go, oh, I was thinking about that.
Mhm. So, yes, Mary Thornberry and others, the Trump trial and the 18 other defendants in the Georgia election trial will be televised per the
Yay.
judge. Per the judge. Yep.
Yay!
I know. They feel like if they don't, people won't believe it. And Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, has said no one will interfere and get rid of Fani Willis. She's not doing anything wrong.
Good.
It was
plus
good news all around today.
Yeah,
It really
and he's
was.
a Republican.
Yeah, I know he is. And he does not
But
usually.
let's hear it for Georgia, because they've just been doing the right thing, regardless of party, and just fighting for freedom and the country.
Yep.
I'm just so proud of them.
Yes. Thank
you know
you,
what
Georgia.
I saw, that Fani is like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and every time that 45 says it's a witch hunt, I'm like, it is.
You're the witch.
That's
and you're going to go up.
No place like home. There's no place like home.
There's
no place.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Yes.
Go Florida.
All righty. There we go. All right.
Okay. Thanks.
So, Thankful would like to hear from her brother Glenn, who passed last year. I'm sorry for your loss. Thankful. Yes. All right. I just want you to know I have KK, Rose Baltazar, Sharon O'Brien, and Jess. Those are the last ones we have. So if you're still here, could you please tell me you're here? Those people I just said, I'll say them one more time. KK, Rose Baltazar, Sharon O'Brien, and Jess Reed. Okay, thank you. All right, Mark, you ready?
No.
Okay. Hi, KK. Thank you.
I feel his energy, but I don't know.
Okay, no problem.
To say, but we'll see.
All right, so I pulled some cards. The first card I get is a feather, which is the presence of an angel. So, angels drop feathers for people a lot. There's a lot of different signs that come in, but feathers are. So I'm getting the idea that Glenn says, if you come upon a feather, it's a message from me to you that I am with you. This would be something to look for if you happen to see them. He also says, I'm following you. I follow along behind you, with you, beside you, all the time. Look at the feet. So my feeling is he's just in step with you and what it is you're doing with your life, and he wants you to know that. Finally, he says, please remember, Thankful, that you're in the driver's seat. You are steering your own life. Make it the way you want it. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. You're in the driver's seat. You're the boss, and I want you to know that I'm your passenger, but I agree with where you're going. So there you go. Hello, Heather. Okay, Sharon, thank you.
Well, I hear he's busy on the other side, and I don't always hear that, but it feels like he likes it. I don't know. Did he have alternative kind of thinking, sort of like ours? Earth, because he does feel like he loves the magic of the universe or something. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And that on the other side, it's this whole different experience of it. Because I pulled these cards and I get the high priest and the high priestess in this deck. The high priest is the magician. So the magician and the high priestess. So that's saying to me like the magic of the universe and how it translates in the earth. And it's like this heavenly, earthly magic. And I feel like he's been enjoying that or observing it in a different way. And also he tells me he's kind of working up there on something, like some kind of a project. There he is. We get the Eight of Earth again. But working up there. So on behalf of the earth. So I don't know. You know, he might say this is his favorite job he's ever had or something like that. But he kind of wanted to get that message across to you. Like, you know, a little bit like, don't cry for me because I'm having a good time over here. I am curious if he studied that kind of thing or something when he was on the earth. But anyway, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, was he? I'm getting that he was a really intense guy. He was very intelligent, and that he does like this. I think this is the Judgment card, and he does watch over what you're doing and the people you hang out with. He has a big interest in that still. And he sort of takes a lot of what he watches you do in your life. Maybe if you're books you read, if you go to college or anything, any courses you take, he takes that knowledge and he takes it back. He's like an info junkie is what I'm hearing. So everything that lessons that I guess it would be like lessons on earth that you're having, he takes that in too. So he's really interested in how you live your life. He does guide you a lot. I think that he sends you songs, so music. He's very into that. So make sure that you know, if you hear a song and you think it's him sending it to you, it probably is. You know, think about what his favorite band was or what his favorite song was. That's him sending it to you.
Oh, how beautiful. Thank you, Thankful. I hope that helped you out today. Okay, KK was like a message from Spirit. I'm going to ask one more time. I've got Sharon's here and Jess are here. Rose Baltazar, if you're here, would you let me know? And Melody, I got you. You're all set. All right.
We want you to have courage in speaking your truth. And Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon, is teaching you about how to own your power in speaking your truth, standing up for yourself. Have courage, because you do have important things to say that people need to hear. And you have stories from your past that would help others. And so, yeah, believe in yourself and just push yourself to get that out there. If you have something really important to say, you have an important mission, I think. I mean, we all do, but.
KK says it's 3:33 while we're reading for KK.
Oh, wow.
Which is a 9.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, KK, are you in a relationship? I don't know why this is coming up. But if you're not, or maybe you are, but either way, there's a new person, a new energy. I feel like it's a person coming your way. So it doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it's like a new person. Could be a new friend, a new work buddy. But so I got 2 cards. It says, someone craves you, wait patiently, and it's got this person in a jar. And then the next one says, someone will get on the hook in the spring. So both of those, you're solo. Okay. Both of those act like you might be meeting a new person coming up.
There you go.
Spirit is saying, and don't fret out that, we're working on it or it's coming. And that could just, be like a great friend that you're meeting, like a companion in that way.
Yep.
Unless you are actually looking for, my first thought was like a love relationship. That's why.
Yeah.
Are you solo? Um, also, how are you feeling? And if you're feeling a little wonky, a little off, I just get the healing time card. So be sure to take care of yourself. Um, if you're feeling off or something, spring into love. Yeah, there you go. Just check on it and don't ignore it if you don't feel well. So it just says healing time. And that could also just be take time for yourself, relax, sit down and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I get stop and let it grow all around you for a while. So maybe it's just take a break, take a rest. I'm thinking because higher awareness is coming your way, and look at the way the eagle soars above you. So, it's circling, it's trying to connect with you, it's working with you. And they are telling us that you're finding your truth. You're speaking your truth, you need to speak your truth, and you're finding the truth of who you are and what you're here for. And that's a fabulous thing to be finding. So, thanks, KK. All right. So I'm going to move to Sharon O'Brien. I think you said you were here, Sharon. She's feeling a little down today. Just needs a little bit of a uplift. So let's see what we can do. Sorry to hear that, Sharon. Okay. So I pulled some really beautiful cards. The first one is let go. Let go, relax, and release. So if you're holding on to something too tightly and this is making you feel down, they want you to relax. They want you to let it go. And they said, if you do that, you'll find happy endings because the end of a chapter is on its way. And there's this, the sun is going down over the beautiful waters. And yet it says, find joy in your inner child. Your inner child's here. Come on, like one of the dolphins going in the back as it moves backwards. Take time to play. There you go.
All right. I'm not really here to blame everything on the moon. But some of the energy is that, again, they keep telling me that it's not as personal as it feels kind of sometimes. It doesn't mean it isn't good for you to sit down and center yourself and think about stuff, but it's a little, some of it's a little, it's just happening. I don't know how else to say that, but they are encouraging you to take a spiritual rest and take a breath, sit down, do something fun, just completely distract yourself, because I've been needing to do that quite a bit. Sit down and watch something silly on television, or just play with my dog, something just completely out of I'm not doing anything important or anything like that, just fun. And that's a good time for that. And also I got that it's we're moving out of it. So you're going to feel better and you're going to be coming back up again. So, that's good news. It's not just there. And I don't think it's not really that personal in this instance. Anyway.
Amy, did you go? No, there you go.
Hope. I got hope. So have hope. And there is a moon in the card. I was going to say, I really do think this moon has been hard on us. I mean, you can't underestimate that how much it messes. And like Mark said, when you're a light worker, and everyone here has some little, form of being a light worker, and that it really messes with us. I mean, there's something to be said for that. So, and faith, have faith. You're guided. You're not alone. Everything's going to be. Sometimes you have to say that to yourself. You have to say those stupid little things like, "It's okay. I'm going to be okay."
Right.
One breath. Yeah, one day at a time.
Right.
I felt that way too this week. I was really down, and I had to get myself out of it. So yeah.
Everyone in the chat is saying the same thing. So I really feel it's a collective, you know,
Yeah.
and I, you know, it's no fun to go through. Just know you're not alone. Sometimes it makes me feel better to know that, and I don't want anybody to be having a hard day,
No.
but it isn't just you. So think about it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Just for Laughs? You ever seen
Oh,
that show?
yes. Uh-huh.
That show gets me out of if I'm in like in a
That's
really bad
awesome.
funk. I
That's
love that
awesome.
show.
Yeah, I do that same kind of thing. And I love to listen to other people laugh too. So that really lifts just watching something where people are laughing is good.
Yeah.
So, and just do something that doesn't seem to be that important. It's just like a joyful thing. You're just chilling.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Big hugs to everybody, honestly. Hi, Big Dog Mom. It's nice to see you. You're welcome, Wildflower. I love you, dear. Take care of yourself. Jess Reed, a message from Spirit Guides regarding her finances. Oh, did you buy that lottery ticket, Jess? All right. See what we can find out. So here I am trying to wind down and not have as many classes because I want to, you know, eventually retire next year. Mm-hmm. And I get an email today. We need you to pick up at least 2 more.
Okay.
Why couldn't you have done this to me when I was in my 50s, you know?
Oh, goodness.
I know. People are retiring or leaving the profession because of all the craziness.
Right.
So, yeah.
What age do you teach?
I teach between 15 and 50, 60. It's college level. Yeah.
Oh,
college level. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I know. They're 24 each, Eliza. Yeah. Yeah. So I have 10 classes in the fall. Oh.
Dang. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot of classes. Yeah. All right. So, Jess, I get a warning to be vigilant with finances right now. I got the skull, which doesn't mean you're going to die, but it just means it's warning, you know, like if you were young, if you're old enough to remember Lost in Space, warning, right? And Mary Thornberry was talking about that the other day. How about a knife is the next one. It says here that you may need to cut back. You need to maybe need to be a little bit more frugal. Sorry, this isn't what you wanted to hear. However, I'm seeing here that perhaps you are you have conflicting feelings about something, someone, a job, perhaps. And so this is what's causing you to be undone about this. I will tell you this: the more you will focus on finances and not having enough, the more that brings in. So you want to let it go. You want to think abundantly. You want to think about that the earth is going to take care, or Mother Nature is going to take care of you, or the universe. And you want to stay on that track. Don't think about lack or limitation. It's very important.
Yeah. Go ahead, Amy.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I got some good cards. I mean, I got the Page of Earth and the 10 of Earth, but then I thought, but still you need to watch your money. And don't we all? Like right now, I mean, you can't even. Yeah, it's really hard right now. Everything costs so much, but balance and don't be impatient because and I thought of the movie Dumb and Dumber, and you know how in the scene in the beginning where they don't have any money, they have like limited funds, and it's like, okay, just go out, get the necessary. And the next cut shot, he has like a big foam hat on and like beer and all these magazines. You're like, you idiot, you spent all your money. But then they got more money, and then it led to, you know, all these other opportunities. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how money is. It's kind of a roller coaster, and it's up and down. But just watch it. I mean, if you're worried, watch your money and stay stable, and you'll get through to the next phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eliza says you have excellent guided visualizations from Pan for Prosperity, Mark. Do you? Oh yeah. Okay.
They're on a link. I mean, playlist that says manifestation, and there's a whole bunch of taped things I did. All right. Are you alone, Jasri? Do you live alone? I'm kind of getting this other person coming in for you in some way. I don't know if you've thought about renting a room or something like that. And maybe not, because again, these are kind of new cards. But I got these 2 cards so you can help me understand them. This one says happy cohabitation. Like somebody coming in and kind of sharing in the expense or something.
Sharing the expenses. Okay.
Then I have secret reminder reveals himself in the winter. So again, it's like a new energy coming in, maybe to help with divide the finances or help somehow, or I don't know if it's like relationship. I don't know your personal, situation. But anyway, for some reason, those cards wanted to come out, and then the last one I got was fulfillment of dreams. So it's going to get better. You're not just stuck. It'll move. It's going to rise up. You're not going to be kicked out of the house or anything.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. You went, right, Amy? I'm sorry, I forgot. You went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody show everybody your beautiful little dog is so sweet.
Mr. Kiaran. This is Kiaran.
Yes.
It's
So
my
it's little dachshund, right?
A little long-haired dachshund.
Yeah.
He's a dachshund and he's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Yeah, I thought he was mixed. Hi there, Bob. How are you, buddy?
Oh, he's so adorable. Yes, absolutely.
Just have to do a little doggy yawn when I'm got.
All right, so I promised Melody she could have a card pull. So she's the last one for today. Okay. So let's pull a card each for Melody. Thank you, Melody.
Sit down. Why don't you sit down?
All right.
What a cutie pie.
I know it.
Thank you.
It's got very pretty ears.
Yeah, he does. He looks like Snoopy. And you know what? He has this blanket down here, actually. He loves his blankie. And so, like Snoopy.
Oh.
I love that. That'd be like Linus. Linus like his blankie.
Uh-huh. All right, Melody. So I pulled a card for healing, and it seems like a lot of us are getting this message today. So it says, allow the light to enter your wounds and heal you. Look at that. Be open to allow healing to arrive in your world. There you go. How beautiful. Right.
Yeah. I just get that it's not the best time to for you to start something new. It's that time of recharging, and it's not really a good time to start something serious. Sort of, it would be more of a time to, like, if there's a party, go join in on that, but otherwise just kind of center and take care of yourself right now. It's saying
hang loose, huh?
A couple of days from now it might change, but right now just sit. Yeah.
Yeah, and discover your joy. What do you want to do? What would make you happy right now? And sometimes you don't know. You know how you go through phases and something will come into your life. A new album that you love. I say album, old fashioned, but
they still call them that though. Yeah.
Or maybe just whatever. Something will come into your life. So seek, and you shall find.
Yeah.
And if you ask, if you put the message out to the universe that you're seeking for something new, and it will come to you, and it'll bring you a lot of joy. And keep yourself open to joy. Keep that child. We all have that child inside of us that never dies.
We do.
So always honor that child and find that joy.
I love that. This is the card I didn't show you, but now I have to after Amy's reading, because it says, take part in the celebration on Saturday. So, it's like if there's something up, go ahead and do the fun thing, the joyful thing, the fun and joy. Or just even make your own joy on Saturday.
There you go.
Today.
Yep. Take the day and make it yours. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. I hope you feel better really soon. Thank you, Amy. As always, people, thank you to the mods. Thank you to everybody who came through. We love you all. We wish you well. You be blessed as well. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.